Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So I know a lot of us was looking forward to the moment when Vybz Kartel would have been freed along with Sean Storm, Kahir Jones and Andre St. John feet the new year. At least for come out and shell down the place to December. Even those of us who say, yo, don't ever perform on Sting again, we were looking forward to even that. I guess you could have called that imaginary, or some people would call it just holding on to fate. Yeah, so I guess right now today is the 27th of December, which means we are 3 to 4 days away from a brand new year. And unless we get some kind of a miracle and those men walk out of prison tonight, tomorrow morning, or the day after, it is not going to happen for 2018. So we can safely say that, or sorrily say, that Vybz Kartel will still remain incarcerated. Looking at this piece of article here that was published on November 27th that said that Vybz Kartel appeal deliberations were supposed to continue into 2019, which means that they would have been incarcerated going on into 2019. This is for all of the people who wanted to know. I know there are a lot of doubters and there are a lot of people that say him nah come out or them nothing come out or all these other things. We not speak no negativity into the ear. We want the man them go do road, come a road, because we truly believe that that was a botched up case and they did not get a proper trial. Vybz Kartel appeal case deliberation will go on into 2019. Vybz Kartel, who we all know, Adidja Palmer, and his co-accused convicts will have to wait until well into the new year to know their fate. The incarcerated DJ's appeal case wrapped in Court of Appeals in Kingston in July of this year. We are now in December. A verdict was expected to be reached by December, which is now where we sit of this year. But that will likely not happen. And now more than ever we can say that will likely not happen because again, we are nearing the end of December with only 3 days left for December to be totally gone and us saying Happy New Year's to January 2019. But again, like we said, that's not going to happen where they're going to be free. Unless some unexpected miracle happens. Bert Samuels, who represents Sean Storm, says that it's not uncommon. So don't get things too twisted and don't get scared and shaky, Gaza Nation. He's saying that it is not uncommon for appeal cases like these to take an extended period for a verdict to be reached. He, Burt Reynolds, also noted that the panel of judges would have to comb through get this, over 6,000 pages of evidence presented by the defense team. You see that? 6,000 pages of evidence presented by the defense team. So, Vybz Kartel attorneys, along with the rest of the guys, their attorneys came very strong in the appeal case. 6,000 pages of evidence was presented on their behalf. Now, you can only imagine, say, these judges are baffled. I look for the right word to use. They're up to their neck in work, and of course, thumbing through 6,000 pages and then coming up with a yes/no decision can be quite a daunting task. So, no doubt, rest assured and keep your fingers crossed, Gaza style. There were 4 appellants and then the record of evidence and some 6,000 pages. And we had 2 full weeks of delivering, Samuel said. Based on that amount of work, it is not surprising that the court has not yet delivered its judgment, in that it's been 4 months since the appeal was heard. It's pretty normal for the court to be deliberating. So we are just being patient because we understand the workload of the Court of Appeals. This was no simple feat. This was no 150, 200 pages, and it's easily done in that amount of time. 600. Let me repeat that again. Not 600, but 6,000 pages of evidence. 6,000 pages of evidence. Right? Alright, so at this point, he said that we are just being patient because we understand the workload of the Court of Appeals. Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Campbell, Kahir Jones, and Andre St. John have appealed their 2014 conviction for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, as we all know. Authorities says that Williams was beaten to death, as we all know, over missing guns belonging to the dancehall star and one bag of something. Kartel defense team has maintained its confidence in him being freed by the Court of Appeals. However, some of the DJ's fans have expressed their concerns over how solid his appeal case is, given the lengthy time that the court is taken to return with a verdict. While he awaits the decision, Vybz Kartel is readying for his new album, which is called Exiled Pharaoh, which is due out sometime soon. And as you know, since his incarceration, Vybz Kartel released one album that made it to Billboard, top of the Billboard charts. That album was called KOD, King of Dancehall. And then, now he's going to hit us with another one called Exiled Pharaoh. For Exiled Pharaoh, you could even say that he has gone from Mr. Bleach Chin to back to Black Addy, right? And that alone in itself should give us an idea of the magnitude of work that is about to come forward. People are still wondering, how can he be so up in spirit and be doing all this great work from behind bars? Well, that is just Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel continues to put artists on the map, continues to breathe life into artists' careers, and continue to bust new artists from behind bars, even and female artists at that, from right where he's at. I don't see anybody else bringing any female artists to the stage in new name and numbers. Kartel continues to do so with quite a few collaborations in 2018 alone with female artists, with a couple of bangers as well. And who can forget Deso It De, and who can forget Nah Go Work or Nah Work, Won't Work, and just a stellar body of work for the year of 2018 for a person who is in a position that he is in. Now, I know that a lot of people are disappointed, and so am I. I was really looking forward to seeing that moment, because it just, I don't know, maybe I was dreaming, or maybe me I make up things in my mind and hoping for the best. But like I said before, I'm going to say it again, it's just simply holding on to faith, and that's all that is. Right? When you wish somebody the best, you don't ever think the worst for them. And that's all it is. So we wish him all the best, and we are definitely never thinking the worst for him. Yeah? Now, according to how the case goes, it helps to know a little bit. Because us sitting down for the outside, we are saying, yo, dog, man, I tell them, nah, let him go, People are speculating, and they're shelling out one bag of different things. Yo, SouFlo, hear why them, nah, let him go. You see, the word Gaza, if you think about the Gaza Strip, the real Gaza Strip, and you think about the Jews, and you think about them and the Jews and the fighting that they're in, Kartel take up a name which in essence is like saying you stand in solidarity with Gaza, you stand in solidarity with those Palestinians that are in war with those Jewish people over there in another part of the place there, and all kind of something. But we're not going to go into the politics of all that. There are a billion reasons why. We can talk about how him make enough ghetto youth come millionaire and provide a platform and put them in a position to be able to feed others as well. One thing to take one youth out of the ghetto, man, but it's another thing to rescue one youth out of poverty and then put that youth in a position to rescue 10 more. Prime example, a Tommy Lee. Prime example, look at what Popcorn just did. Signed to OVO with Drake. Just them kind of big move that I'm talking about. And when you say Popcorn don't move by himself. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the same thing Bounty Killer did. It's the same thing Vybz Kartel did. But here what? We look forward to the freedom. That's what we look forward to. Yeah? So yes, he still remains the boss. Yes, he still remains the one untouchable at the top where others are trying so hard to get to. He is still in that position when we talk about dancehall reggae music and we talk about Vybz Kartel. Alright, we wish the man freedom for 2019. Hold the faith, Gaza Nation, cause him soon come out. We still a say freedom.